Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We're going to begin at 5 with a 2-year-old stabbed, and Detroit police say it was the little boy's grandmother who did it.
Now, right now, the child is back home from the hospital recovering with his parents.
This happened overnight at an apartment complex on Chrysler Drive right near the 9475 intersection. Jacqueline Francis live at those apartments. Jacqueline, you saw the boy and his parents today.
I did. I got to see the toddler today. He was so sweet as he was clinging onto his parents as they told me what happened. They say that the toddler's grandmother, who lives here at this apartment complex, was the one arrested in the case. They say that she watched him regularly and they relied on her for childcare, never thinking something like this would happen. 2 years old, rushed to the hospital just before 2 this morning with stab wounds. The mother of the toddler said when she first saw her son in the hospital bed, she feared he was dead. The parents say the 2-year-old was in the care of the grandmother when she allegedly stabbed him at her apartment complex on Chrysler Drive in Detroit. Police say the 56-year-old woman was arrested and is in custody. I went to see the toddler at his parents' home in Oak Park. Still drowsy from the medicine, he was up and walking around with multiple lacerations on his head and a bandage on his wrist. Back here at the apartment complex, neighbors that didn't want to go on camera tell me they heard crying in the middle of the night but didn't think much of it. Detroit police continue to investigate and Child Protective Services have been notified. The toddler's parents are cooperating with police in the investigation, and they also tell me that they believe that the grandmother may be struggling with mental health issues, but they added that's no excuse for harming a child. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
That's tough. All right, Jacqueline. Our other top story at the 5 o'clock hour, a Livonia man spent this afternoon in the hospital after he says someone shot at him while driving on I-96.
This happened in the eastbound lanes of the freeway right near Outer Drive. Megan Woods is there right now. Megan, state police spent a lot of time out there today.
They did, and while the freeway is back open, this investigation is nowhere near closed. They had this portion of East I-96 closed for about 2 hours or a little bit more than that, and they rerouted traffic to get off at Telegraph as they piece together what may have happened. While this stretch of East I-96 sat empty for hours, Michigan State Police troopers looked for evidence of who may have shot at this black GMC Yukon and why, as well as witnesses, even having a K-9 unit on scene to help find anything that may bring light to what happened. At this point, only one man who's in his 30s is hurt. MSP says he's the one who called 911 and alleged he had been shot at by someone on the freeway. State troopers say he was taken to the hospital after he was grazed by one of 6 shots fired at him. You can see the black SUV on scene has 2 bullet holes in the right side passenger door. MSP says they really didn't find much evidence out here, and so they're still trying to figure out where exactly this shooting happened on the freeway last year. According to Detroit police, they say that there were a total of 59 freeway shootings. Live in Detroit, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
Now, forewarned weather with exclusive cutting-edge technology to help keep you and your family safe.
This is not video from the UP or up north. This is snow from Plymouth today, October 20th. Winter is knocking on the door, and I say
I'm not opening it.
We keep it closed. That's right. Good news, though, is because things are already looking up as we make our way into the weekend.
Yeah, that's for sure. Let's get over to Kim Adams, the forewarned forecast. And Kim, this cold weather is actually on the way out.
It is, and you know, they always say blink and the weather will change here in Michigan, but this afternoon, it was almost literally as the snow and the rain moved out and sunshine quickly replaced it this afternoon. Right now, nothing to show you really on ExactTrack 4D radar. All the rain and snow is now well off to our east, and it is going to be a very nice long stretch of beautiful weather. Still at 43 at Metro Airport. It will be interesting because we have about an hour and a half left of daytime heating, so we'll see how high we can get this temperature at Metro Airport. It's already up 3 degrees just within the last hour. 42 at City Airport, 40 degrees in Port Huron. Here's a look at the visible satellite. This is what it looks like from space, and you can see the clearing, this black here, that's the clearing of the clouds. It stretches all the way into Detroit. So this evening, nice and dry. Temperatures cooling off into the 30s by midnight tonight. I'll have your weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Kim. Help. Gun. I'm hiding in the bathroom. Those were the chilling text messages Megan Gregory got from her son Keegan as a shooter opened fire inside Oxford High School. Moments later, Keegan would come face to face with that gunman. Tonight, his parents are speaking out about what their family has been through in the years since the Oxford shooting. Sean Lay following this story tonight. Sean, can't really imagine, any of us, what those moments were like.
And those moments, those intense, terrifying moments, they're only going to really expand now that because on Monday is a preliminary exam for the shooter, and we are coming up on the year anniversary of this tragedy. I just sat down with these parents, and they're still asking, why are they still learning new information about this now? Hiding in an Oxford High School bathroom stall, Keegan Gregory sent text messages to his parents. I'm hiding in the bathroom. OMG, help, Mom.
And I was in a meeting. My first reaction was, there's no way this is real.
Then he killed him. OMG.
I thought at that point Keegan was gone because he had written, he just killed him, OMG, and then disappeared for 4 minutes.
Keegan says the gunman shot Justin Schilling, told him to get on his knees. Keegan ran. Megan Gregory watched the security camera video, saying not only does it contradict the timeline of events put out by officials, it was heartbreaking to see a security guard open the bathroom door with Keegan, Justin Schilling, and the shooter inside, only to look in, apparently didn't see them, and walk away.
And when we watched it, it was mind-blowing to know that Justin could still be alive. Like, that was what hurt, I think. That was awful.
When the police say that this is their timeline and then this is what happens, you have no reason not to believe them. And yet we're literally going in the moment saying, that's wrong.
Jill Suave is the mother of Justin Schilling. Justin, a hero, protecting Keegan in that bathroom.
And seeing the security guard, you know, approach the door, open the door, enter slightly, and not clear that room. Well, Justin was alive. But why did we have to learn that so many months later? You know, so there isn't one specific thing. I want to know everything.
I want to know everything. Look, I just reached out to the Oakland County Sheriff's Office. They say documentation of this tragedy continues, and they want to be 100% accurate. Did you notice sitting next to Justin Schilling's mother there, that young man, 15-year-old Clay Schilling, it's Justin's younger brother. He was at school that day, live at 6 o'clock. He's never spoken out before. He spoke with me. He tells me about what happened that day and how he's honoring his brother and the other victims inside the school. We're live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
All right, Sean, we'll see you again at 6. It took nearly a decade, but now 2 men accused of murdering a mother and daughter in Clinton Township are standing trial.
And this happened back in July of 2013 when Tina Geiger and her 11-year-old daughter Chrissy were stabbed to death in their apartment. As Nick Monticelli reports, a break in the case finally led investigators to who they believe are the killers.
That break in the case was an unrelated arrest back in Detroit in 2019, 6 years after the murders in Clinton Township. And that is when things started coming together and all the pieces started falling for the trial to happen here in this courthouse.
All rise, court is back in session.
This Clinton Township cold case is cold no more, with the trial of these two brothers, Tony and Henry Johnson, now underway in Macomb County Circuit Court. Back in 2013, 47-year-old Tina Geiger and her daughter, 11-year-old Chrissy, were stabbed to death in their apartment. Chrissy was also sexually assaulted. But none of the leads panned out until 6 years later, then a break in the case. Tony Johnson was arrested in Detroit. He had no priors, but his newly taken fingerprints were a match to those at the murder scene.
I have it on good authority that our investigators were beside themselves with happiness that they were able to get a really good investigative lead in the case.
But DNA evidence also shows another person was involved in the sexual assault and murders, and investigators believe that person is Tony's brother, Henry Johnson. Both of them lived in the same apartment complex, and both of them, according to investigators, were last seen with the mother and daughter at this 7-Eleven, offering to walk them home. They were never heard from again. With the trial now underway, more details will come out as to what happened and what the motive was. But investigators believe they have the evidence for a jury to convict.
We've got a strong case, and we've got, in my opinion, good evidence that points to both criminal suspects charged at this point.
In Mount Clemens, Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
British Prime Minister Liz Truss has resigned after just 45 days in office. Truss's short tenure was marked by economic policies that sent financial markets into turmoil. She now becomes the third Conservative Prime Minister to leave office in as many years in the UK. Her 45-day term now becomes the shortest of any Prime Minister in British history. A Detroit widow and single mom in need of desperate help tonight.
Why, she says she has no choice but to move after what someone did to her car. Frank.
Flu cases are starting to increase, but another virus is hitting particularly hard in young children. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Ahead, I'll show you what's going around and what your family can do to reduce the risk of getting sick.
Two of the matriarchs who made this Bavarian village what it is passed away this past week.
She had the idea and the vision.
We're here in Frankenmuth talking to the shopkeepers to get their reaction.